All right, y'all, let's dive deep into the drama surrounding Married to Medicine, and of course, the one and only Dr. Heavenly Kimes. Or should we say, the demon dentist. Yep, that's her new nickname making the rounds, and trust me, there's a reason for it. Buckle up because we're unpacking years of eyebrow-raising behavior, including some recent revelations that'll have you questioning everything. First off, let's talk about Dr. Heavenly's supposed dabbling in witchcraft. Now, hold up. Before you roll your eyes, hear me out. Witchcraft isn't just some random term thrown around. It's often associated with controlling others through supernatural means. And, honey, we've been picking up on subtle hints for years that something isn't quite right. From her cryptic statements to her uncanny ability to manipulate situations, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Dr. Heavenly has been dropping breadcrumbs without outright saying it, and some of us are finally connecting the dots. It's one thing to be strong-willed and assertive, but when you start hinting at controlling people in ways that border on the supernatural, it's time to ask questions. And if that wasn't enough, there are also whispers about cheating allegations swirling around her marriage to Dr. Damon. Oh yes, we're spilling all the tea today. Let's start with these cheating rumors. For years, Dr. Heavenly has painted a picture-perfect image of her marriage. But actions speak louder than words, and some of her recent comments have raised major red flags. She's gone on record saying that if her husband ever cheated, she'd stand by him and support him. Now, why would someone say that unless they were already dealing with that reality? It's giving personal experience, y'all. Think about it. If Dr. Damon has never cheated, as Dr. Heavenly claims, why is she even entertaining the thought? And let's not forget, she's the same woman who's been quick to drag everyone else's marriages through the mud. Hypocrisy much? When you're always the first to point fingers, it's usually because you're trying to deflect from your own mess. And honey, there's plenty of mess here to sift through. Now, y'all remember that infamous frying pan incident, right? Dr. Heavenly admitted to hitting Dr. Damon in the head with a frying pan early in their marriage. She claimed it was because he came home late one night after hanging out with his frat brothers. But come on now. Who's swinging frying pans over frat brothers? Something doesn't add up. Let's break this down. Dr. Heavenly herself said she was cooking eggs when the incident happened. Eggs, y'all. And when do we typically eat eggs? In the morning. So if she was cooking eggs in the morning, that means Dr. Damon didn't come home the night before. Ladies, y'all know what that means. Nobody's out here swinging frying pans unless there's a good reason. And if Dr. Heavenly was that upset, you better believe there's more to the story. Fast forward to her comments about standing by a cheating husband. Dr. Heavenly's logic is that women should stop dragging their men and instead speak positively about them, even if they cheat. Sis, what? That's a whole new level of cognitive dissonance. If you're staying with your man after he cheats, that's your business. But don't sit here and preach about loyalty while throwing shade at everyone else's relationships. And let's not forget about her infamous spaghetti comment. In a clip that went viral, Dr. Heavenly joked about putting a little something in her man's spaghetti to keep him from leaving her. Now, for those who don't know, there's an old wives' tale about women using bodily fluids to cast love spells by mixing them into food. Yeah, it's as gross as it sounds. And the fact that Dr. Heavenly even joked about it? Pure chaos. This brings us back to the witchcraft allegations. Whether she's serious or not, the fact that she even entertains these ideas is enough to make you side-eye her. And let's be real. Dr. Heavenly has always had a way of stirring the pot, both literally and figuratively. But this spaghetti story takes it to a whole new level. Now let's talk about Dr. Damon. He's always been portrayed as the quiet, supportive husband who wouldn't hurt a fly. But even the most loyal-looking spouses aren't immune to temptation. And y'all know the saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. Multiple cast members, including Mariah Huq and Dr. Contessa have hinted that Dr. Damon isn't as squeaky clean as he appears. Mariah, in particular, has been vocal about knowing what type Dr. Damon likes. She's even insinuated that he has a preference for white women. Now, Mariah may be a lot of things, but a liar isn't one of them. And let's not forget, she's been on the receiving end of Dr. Heavenly's shade for years. So if anyone has a reason to spill the tea, it's her. Speaking of Mariah, let's revisit her claim that Dr. Damon begged her not to expose certain receipts. According to Mariah, she had dirt on him that could have wrecked his marriage, but she chose not to air it out. That's some serious restraint, especially considering how messy reality TV can get. But the fact that she even had receipts to begin with, that's telling. Then there's Dr. Contessa's comment about mixed babies. While she didn't explicitly say Dr. Damon was involved, the implication was clear. And when you combine that with Mariah's statements, it starts to paint a picture that's hard to ignore. Dr. Heavenly can preach about her perfect marriage all she wants, but the cracks are starting to show. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Dr. Heavenly's overall behavior. She's known for being brutally honest. Some might even say too honest. But there's a fine line between honesty and cruelty, and Dr. Heavenly has crossed it more times than we can count. From body-shaming Mariah to dragging other cast members' marriages, she's built a reputation as someone who will say anything for a reaction. But here's the kicker. While Dr. Heavenly is quick to dish it out, she's incredibly protective of her own family. She'll throw everyone else under the bus, but when it comes to her husband and kids, she's all about maintaining a picture-perfect image. It's the ultimate double standard, and fans are starting to call her out on it. One of the most glaring examples of this hypocrisy is her relationship with Mariah. Despite everything Mariah has done to help her, including helping her lose weight and get on the show, Dr. Heavenly has shown zero loyalty. Instead, she's used every opportunity to tear Mariah down, even going so far as to question her credibility. But if Mariah's receipts are as damning as she claims, Dr. Heavenly might want to tread carefully. And let's not forget about her kids. Dr. Heavenly has 2 sons and a daughter, but we've seen very little of them on the show. Some fans have speculated that she's keeping them out of the spotlight to protect their privacy, while others think she's hiding something. Either way, it's interesting that someone so willing to air everyone else's dirty laundry is so secretive about her own family. To wrap this up, let's revisit the big question. Is Dr. Heavenly really dabbling in witchcraft, or is this just another case of reality TV exaggeration? While we may never know for sure, one thing is clear. Dr. Heavenly is a master manipulator. Whether she's stirring up drama for ratings or hiding skeletons in her closet, she knows exactly what she's doing. And as long as she keeps the viewers talking, she'll continue to be one of the most polarizing figures on Married to Medicine. So what do y'all think? Is there more to Dr. Heavenly's story than meets the eye? Are the cheating rumors true? Or is this all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors?